What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Dipped in Tone. I'm Rhett.
I'm Zach.
And my microphone is a little crispy. Hold on.
You're so hot right now.
I'm so hot right now.
That's pretty normal, right?
I'm in the middle of changing my whole audio situation setup once again. It's never like consistent around here.
Well, I feel like it doesn't matter what I do. When I turn this stuff off and then I turn it back on, something changes.
Yeah. Well, you are using software. That's one advantage of hardware is that, as long as you don't touch the knobs and the switches, it's probably going to be fine, So,
right.
Well, welcome back, everyone. Another exciting episode. We are doing something a little bit different today. We're actually recording the intro ahead of time because today's episode hopefully is going to be a little bit special. As long as everything goes according to plan, we are about to jump in with one from a little company called at NAMM.
Yeah, a little upstart company.
A little startup.
Heard about.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's what we're getting ready to go do. We're actually getting. Are you ready to go for NAMM? Do you have any plans?
I'm in desperate need of some sort of vacation.
So NAMM is your vacation.
Yeah, that's. I know, but I need to reset. We've talked about this, a gear crisis. I feel like this could be an entire episode of talking me off the ledge of selling all my stuff. But yeah, and I'm just like, I'm stressed out from work. There's a lot of big decisions that are coming for the family with school and things like that. So I just need to take a step back and push the reset button in my brain. And yeah, unfortunately that's NAMM, but I don't really have any other options. So yeah,
nothing will reset your brain like the cacophony that is the NAMM floor. So,
well, we don't know. It may be different this time, right?
Well, maybe. Yeah, it might be nothing. It might be even worse than last year. That's kind of what I'm looking forward to.
Well, we'll find out. So are you ready to go?
I guess I haven't really planned anything. There's not really like any videos or anything that I want to make there. I know I'm probably gonna hang out with Tim Pierce and do a video with him at his place because always a great time to hang out with Tim. And then I think Pete Thorne and I might try and do something, but that's gonna be outside of NAMM, like pre-NAMM. As for the actual show, I don't know. I guess we'll just walk around and look at whoever's there and see what happens.
Well, yeah, and so Rhett and I have talked about this, and I think it'd be funny because I have the Rode Go, and we have these microphones. You put the Rode Go, which is a wireless mic, in this thing, and then you put this pop filter on it, and then you have
Bob Barker mics.
Wireless microphones.
Yeah.
And I feel like we should go up to people and be like, "Do you believe in Tonewood?"
Oh,
and
we should totally do that. Yeah, for sure.
So we'll see. We'll find out if that makes it to the channel. It was successful. Otherwise,
yeah,
we're just going to relax. But before we get too deep into it, want to thank our sponsor for this episode. That is StewMac. So StewMac is back sponsoring Dipped in Tone, which is awesome. StewMac.com/dippedintone. You can go to that link, check out all the things for literally anything you have to do on your instrument beyond just guitar too. They have it at StewMac.
Yeah, I like StewMac's solutions to tools. All my luthier friends that I know, every time you go over to their shops for any kind of maintenance work or whatever, they've always got this litany of StewMac tools, and it's like, oh yeah, I guess that was a weird problem that only StewMac found the solution for, and it's
right,
perfect. So I actually years ago built a telly from scratch, like finished it and everything with the StewMac. I think I did their Sunburst kit, and it actually came out pretty great for someone who has no idea what they're doing. So
they have everything to do finish work. They have everything for all the sanding, and all the basic maintenance stuff. And like Rhett said, if you want to buy something once for working on your guitar, especially when it comes to like setup tools, files, any of that stuff, if you buy it from StewMac, you are going to have something that's going to last you your lifetime, and they're going to take care of it if there's ever a problem. So, buy once and
cry
be glad
once.
You did.
Yeah,
buy once, cry once.
Did anybody end up buying the Go Bar deck from the last time? Because we kept, I was pushing that pretty hard, and I feel like someone should have bought that with our discount code. So
yeah.
Thanks to StuMac for sponsoring today's episode. Also want to shout out to our Patreon. If you want to support the episode and get access to special tiers, Patreon only Q&As. More info about that is linked in the description box down below. And thank you to our patrons for supporting us. So yeah.
So maybe we'll be talking to
hopefully
after this edit. Maybe not.
Here's the deal.
We'll find out.
Here's the deal. If we throw to the interview or whatever the next segment isn't there, it's fault. That's on him.
Absolutely.
And only him and not us. Okay. So just know. Yeah.
He's busy making content that is valid, good content on his channel that inevitably pokes the bear that is the gear community. God. And
we got to talk about that, hopefully.
Maybe. We'll talk about it with him.
Yeah, future selves. Make sure we talk about the whole situation. Yeah, it's going to be great. All right, cool. Now to the future, but for you watching this, the past, but for us, the future. Here we go. Danish Pete.
Hey, man.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Dipped in tone.
Dipped in Danish.
Danish
in tone.
Danish in tone.
Cheese Danish from...
Dipped in Pete.
Oh,
Dipped in Pete.
I like that.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
the title.
I like that too.
Dipped in Pete.
But let's not talk about that.
Yeah.
That's a different life.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
When I was...
coming to you live from the Westin. You should see the view out here. We have a wondrous view of the beautiful
is that the arena?
I think it is the arena.
No, it is an arena. I think they do gigs in there and stuff, yeah.
Well, they used
like
to
a
have
taco.
NAMM stuff happening in there, but they don't do NAMM stuff in there anymore because,
It's
Yeah.
yeah. Well, that's why we're here.
that's why
So,
we're here.
Is that why
Thank
we're
you
here?
for joining us.
Oh, man, it's my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's a good time. How's the week been for you?
It's been good. It's been tiresome. I didn't know what to expect this year. I thought it was going to be... Actually, I don't know what to expect.
I don't think anyone really did.
I think maybe I thought it would be less people.
Oh, yeah.
But there has been quite people. It's been busy. My feet hurt, and I've walked many miles.
Yeah.
And I would walk many hundred more.
So the question that's on everyone's mind, what G-Shock is that?
I don't know, 21 something.
Oh, you actually know the model number. That's nice.
Yeah, I think that's how they go. It's a G-Shock and it's yellow.
Oh, yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, it's got Bluetooth and
really?
Yeah, and it charges itself by sunshine.
Now, is that one
good
of
for the
the
environment.
John Mayer collab?
Not this one, no.
Okay. You got
I
one of
only
those,
got one
though?
of those.
Yeah.
It's got the white one. That was all I got. So
Yeah.
I tried to be in the club, but
I thought you might have one of those.
I do have the white one.
Yeah. That's the one to have.
Yeah. That's the one
It's
to
a
have.
cool one.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the one to have.
Cool. So NAMM.
So once it's over, let's.
Yeah.
fine.
Casio's got to stand in there.
Do they really? Oh yeah, for keyboards.
Yeah,
I was
hoping
thinking
they had the
watches.
watches. I was going to try to get a deal with them, but
Yeah. Well, we're guitar players. We only stayed in the. I mean, did you even venture over anywhere else outside of the guitar area this year? Or what?
I got lost.
Lost.
Yeah, I got lost over in the pro audio section, and then I met a Danish guy who's designed headphones, and he gave me a set of his headphones.
Awesome.
Completely random.
Nice. There's quite a vibe difference between the pro audio hall and then like specifically the guitar hall.
Yeah.
The pro audio hall is a bit of an icy vibe. It's just a bunch of engineers and like real type A left brain people over there
Right.
talking about, headroom and sample rates and all that stuff. And you go in the guitar hall and it is a bit more wild.
It's chaos.
Knuckle dragging,
Yeah. Yeah.
loud
Yeah.
mouth.
I'll tell you what
G
though.
missing. So I don't know where I'm going with that.
Dude,
but
I'm inspired. When I get home, I'm gonna get in the shed on some minor-pentatonic licks and some Dorian because that's about all I've
Hey,
heard.
don't be stealing my riffs, bro.
Bro,
Listen.
I think I've heard more.
I'm not trying to diss anybody, but there's a lot of blue sticks going on. But I get that, man. Blue sticks are not bad.
That's what I
There's a lot of
do.
blues
That's all I
jams.
do.
Yeah. Blue jams. All I do is pentatonic all the time.
Yeah. Listen, there's no money.
There's
no money in non-diatonic notes.
Nope.
People don't hear that.
What's diatonic?
Yes, exactly. See, you toured. You spent a lot of time on the road.
I did.
Yeah, you made money. You got out there.
Yeah, I made money. Yeah.
Yeah. And did you ever have to play out? You never played a note that wasn't in the key, did you?
Yeah, never played a note that
See?
I didn't have to play because then you just lose your job.
Exactly.
That's right.
That's the takeaway.
Exactly.
Never play out.
25 years, I cried myself to sleep every night on the tour, coming back to the hotel room, going, "What am I doing?"
Yeah. And here you are at NAMM,
And here I am
doing the
now,
same
now,
thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just You're just making people
No, I'll just fall asleep. Maybe, you know. The shower thing, I've stopped crying in the corner of the shower because I can't afford the water now and the electricity has gone so expensive. So I thought
it's quick.
Absolutely, I did it. I took my time and it's a good deal. I've got a steady rate on my electricity bill and my gas bill. I know for a year I can cry in the corner of the shower, and I'm not going to spend any more money on it.
Well, it's good. That's you got to make financial decisions like that. They're pretty important. You get kids.
You have to do it while you can.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
A budget is everything.
Yeah.
Budget, especially budget. I'd say.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Well, Zach.
Well, okay.
How's NAMM? How's NAMM been for you?
Take it to the next.
So NAMM's been fine. It's been, up until this year, I was very much I don't want to ever come. I don't want to ever exhibit.
Yeah.
And now the fact that it was open, it seemed like it was open to the public. There was a lot of attendee.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
The orange badge. I think you could just buy that. You could just pay.
Okay.
And then visit. And that was only like the last day of the show, typically.
Yeah, on a Sunday, right? Saturday, Sunday.
But that was the whole time here.
Yeah.
And it got more and more like
more and more
packed.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about in the past.
No, well, like at this show, it seemed like today was pretty packed, and
today was nuts,
really full.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of curious about maybe trying to exhibit again.
What?
I don't know why.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because I'm talking to my friends that have booths, and that are. It takes a lot of work. I mean, you're there.
Yeah. I've got my signature guitar there.
Yeah, absolutely, and we can talk about that.
We will.
We will definitely talk about that.
Don't you worry about that. We're going to get you there.
What the are you doing?
But I know that might come as a shock because I've always been kind of, bitching and moaning about this thing. But I think, maybe we'll give it a go.
Well, okay, hold on. So you're saying on record that you think you might do a mythos, like a booth, not join with other people, but do like a mythos booth.
My own booth.
You heard it here
My
first.
God.
Because I was talking to the guys at Rev and then the guys at Jam, and just seeing how the show's been, and they've had quite a few significant dealer things pop up.
Yeah.
Because people, I think the fact that it was so seemingly dead for so long, everyone's excited again, and so they're here.
Yeah.
And so maybe, maybe moving forward, it might be a little bit more advantageous for the brands that have that might need it.
Yeah. Advantageous.
Yeah, that's a college.
It seemed like
SAT word.
There was a lot of people, like dealers going around or buyers going around. Security was a bit shit actually.
Yeah, it's weird. It's
Really weird. We had like people when we were in here setting up. There's somebody random walking around trying to find out where to get the pass.
Right.
With all the gear out there, he's just some random dude. I was trying to get my pass. So anyway,
But I don't know. I'm curious about it. I'm going to talk to everyone post show and see how the dealer thing went. Because inevitably, that's the only reason you're here. Because you can come and try to show your ass and just show your gear, but what an expensive waste of money.
It's very expensive.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't be a waste of money. That's the whole thing, isn't
Exactly.
it?
But I don't know.
It's an investment.
It's not the FOMO thing. I have the FOMO for being here.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm curious about maybe giving it an honest shot again, because I've always done the collaborative booth, except when I've been in Nashville, because then it makes more sense.
Yeah, you're right there.
But I don't know. I'm
shocked.
You should.
Legitimately, I'm shocked.
I think you should.
Yeah.
I think you should.
I don't know.
You've been such a curmudgeon about this for so long. I mean, my God.
But I don't know. Like it seems like the dealers were a little bit more apt to be talking, and I saw a lot more business being done, whereas in the past it was just, oh yeah, cool, yeah, we know who you are,
yeah,
and then mainly you're just dealing with guests and media people, just people wanting to play and try stuff that that's important, but you shouldn't spend $10,000+ on that.
It's a show for dealers to come to you, and or buyers come to you, and that's what the show is for, really.
And I do think there should be some limit on guests being at the show, and maybe it's half the day. They're only in after lunch or in the evening, because it is very distracting. I mean, you guys know, of course, because your faces are so recognizable and that people just swarm you. But if you're trying to do business and someone's like, "Hey, can I get a picture?" you're like, come on, man. It's
Well, yeah, I get it.
I think there's two sides to that coin, isn't it? Because it's nice, and it's nice to see. For us, we don't get to see the people. We just see some cameras.
This.
We see the cameras.
And
then the Rhett and Zach sees the numbers,
Yep.
and then when people come up and say, "Hey, watch the video, it's really good," that's really nice. It's nice. But I do get it from somebody who, like you, who would be having a stand there that can get distracting, and absolutely. And I think that should make a media day. That me and Lee has talked about having. Let's say Wednesday is a media day where all the guys who've got a YouTube channel with over 50,000, not 30, whatever, they can come in and it'll be limited numbers, and all the people at the stands will be there, and we go around, we film all the stuff, and we get it all done without being distracted by people playing blues licks or whatever, and then we can do our thing, and then we can leave, and if we need something we can do it the next couple of days. I think that could be a super cool idea to have that.
One of the things that happens at a lot of vintage guitar shows is like on the hour, every hour there's like a quiet portion where you like, no amps, like you can play an acoustic guitar, but no drums, no nothing, just everyone has to shut up and be quiet. And I think that there needs to be just it's always a shame when you're here and you want to try something and you can't hear it. Because it sucks.
I just tell people, I just tell people, I mean, literally this whole week I think I actually only played maybe 3 things, which we'll talk about, but I just got to the point where people are like, oh, do you want to play? And I'm just like, no, man, there's no point.
You can't hear it.
Yeah, you can't hear it, and then it's
and you're trying to play loud, and then somebody else is trying to play loud, and then people talking.
Yeah.
It becomes a shit fight.
That's a good idea. The media days is solid.
Fight.
Oh, I thought he said shit.
So you can say whatever you want on the
that,
show. No, that's fine.
I was like, Jesus, that's...
We don't have an HR department.
Sorry.
You can say whatever you want.
I don't know what I can say over here anymore. I'm so scared of saying
anything. It's a safe
at all.
space. You can say anything you'd like here, within reason.
I'm not sure if it looks so safe. I'm between you guys. I'm not sure if I feel safe or not right now.
Keep you safe.
Yeah.
But I
we're just getting
like
warmed up here, Pete.
I kind of like it.
So okay, nice. Okay, so possibly a Mythos booth next year. I think we should crowdsource the Mythos booth design and features. I think we should put that out there to the show
as frugal as possible.
No.
Yeah, but send in your stuff, and you can people can create stuff for you to use in your stand. Maybe somebody want to collab.
I would
Maybe
love
somebody
to have
want to do you a stand.
Someone to like make the furniture and things, because I know people that have stuff like storage units out here specifically for the show.
Yeah.
Well, I will say Beatronics, they weren't showing this year, but consistently the best NAMM booth every single year.
Yep.
I will say that I think Neural DSP, their NAMM booth,
It was pretty sweet.
was pretty remarkable.
Pretty sweet.
Like, it was really cool. And just from a design aesthetic.
Yeah. It was big too.
But in amongst of all of the other sort of, what's the guitar player? Cream Guitars. Did you see those ones?
Oh,
Guy, which had all those fancy guitars on it and all the shapes and the...
It was like the mannequins with the speakers.
Mannequins with the
on
speakers on it. That was pretty cool.
Nice.
I think that looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it was right next to Shabbat.
Yeah.
Those guitars were interesting.
Yeah, the guitar...
It changed color?
The change color, because I think he's got some stuff in Mexico, the guy, and then I think he developed that paint for BMW. So that paint can change color, 8 different colors in the guitar, and you can have a little switch, and you just go, I want to be red, and you can turn around, then you turn around again, it's yellow or something.
Yeah.
So okay, let's talk about that. What is what are you walking away from this NAMM show that's at top of mind gear wise? What really stuck out to you, Pete?
I think the Benson Echo Rack was one for me that I
think that's
and they're my
everybody.
boys, man. The T-Rex. I've played T-Rex pedals since I was really young, and they've always been around in Denmark, and that's good. That was a good.
That's remarkable that they did that. I mean, I'm a huge fan for stuff like that. Tape echoes and all kinds of stuff. And I mean, the Echo Rec has not been made since 72, 74, I think is when the original ones went out. And I have a few friends that own real ones, original ones, and they're astronomically expensive, especially to get one that's from Sound Gas or whatever that's been gone through that works. And so basically, if you haven't seen it, the T-Rex reissued the Benson Echo Rec. It's solid state instead of tube. The original one I think was tube driven. But the important part, that mechanism, the spinning drum with the tape heads around it, is all there, and it's phenomenal. And $2,100.
Yeah, it's not cheap, but
man,
they built them in the kitchen. It's all hand built, and
I did a short like a reel about it, and it's like every comment, it's like $2,100. Oh my god! It's like, dude,
what was a full tone tube tape echo?
Well, when you see what goes into that thing, this is not like a Strymon pedal or something. Like, this is a machine that has a spinning mechanism and tape heads, which tape heads aren't made anymore.
Exactly.
So like
Moving
they're having
parts,
they're having to source all these NOS parts. Like 2,100, honestly, when you compare what a real Echo Rec costs, there's another comment I saw. It's like, oh, it costs as much as the vintage ones. Like, no, it doesn't. not even close.
And it works.
And it works.
Yeah, and it works. That's the thing. It might not even work. Yeah.
And he said that the drum should never wear out
as long as you maintain it.
As long as you,
Which I don't know what the maintenance is like on that thing, but
probably just some
oil change every 5,000 miles, rotate the tires, brakes, pads, all that stuff. Yeah. Anyway.
Something like that.
What about you? What was something?
Yeah, that's probably mine too.
Yeah,
that's my takeaway from it. I mean, there was lots of things. I didn't have time. Every time I went someplace, I just got stopped and then tried something. But and luckily we get all the stuff beforehand anyway. Lots of it.
Yeah.
I knew about that Echo Rec anyway. So.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. But
jealous.
And we've been talking about that for so long. Because I know the guys and they bought the name.
Yeah.
So it's all.
Yeah, they got the brand and everything.
They got the whole thing. It's really cool.
Well, they I guess they got Benson, and because it's complicated because Catlin Bread. They have Echo Rec. That name.
Okay.
And they've had that.
Yep.
But they didn't have Benson, the Binson. But I talked to the Catlin Bread guys today, and they were like, "Yeah, it's fine." Like we talked. It's all good.
Yeah, someone who's in the market for the T-Rex Echo Rec is not also in the market for the Catlin Bread, or if they are, they have both.
It's very different, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fine. I get that at all. Yeah.
Benson Amps I tried for the first time properly.
Yeah,
that was really good. I really enjoyed that. As well as as much as I could hear it. But
yeah, they
great. At
their booth. I played the Grez guitars, which I'd seen. Guys like RJ has one, and it. Like I'm not super blown away by the aesthetic. I feel like they're a little plain, but it was a remarkable
fits
sound.
Don't displain.
No. It's it's okay. I don't know.
Some people just like margaritas,
No. But at that booth with Benson and Grez was these guys that have this new pedal Westerland, and it's
Westeros,
and it's a boost. Overdrive thing.
No,
but
not shocking.
I know. Okay, I know.
Shocked.
I know.
By boost
I know.
at NAMM.
Hear me out. That's what I thought. That's But it can do a bunch of stuff, and it's real simple and straightforward to use, and it sounds. I shared a reel of it.
Okay.
It sounds awesome.
Okay.
It really. This is why I knew it was good. We've all been at these things, and you sit down and you play stuff, and you just feel like you're fumbling around and you can't do anything.
Yeah.
Because you can't connect with it because either it's too quiet or maybe it's just it's bad.
Yeah.
But I immediately sat down with that. Granted, I was playing through a great guitar with a Benson amp, and immediately you clicked it on, got some sounds, and I felt right at home and comfortable.
Yeah.
And I think that speaks volumes about a product when you can have that in a sea of chaos.
Yeah, on the NAMM floor.
Right.
That genuinely, you're right. Because I like we said, I don't typically play most stuff because there's no point.
Yeah.
I've done the thing, where you show up and play at a booth before, and I did that my first NAMM, and I swore it off after that because there's nothing worse than having to perform to me at a NAMM booth because you can't hear, you don't sound great.
Yeah,
can't play loud, and then there's just a few people sitting around the booth with their arms crossed, kind of just vibing you. It's not a great thing. But
that's what happened to me a couple of times. That's what I need to go back and do as well before closing time.
Oh, do you really?
So yeah. But that's cool. Oh, it's Shabbat Guitars.
Yes.
Yep. Big fan.
I first time I played those.
Yep. Bought my links there last year off the floor. But he had some really cool basses this year too.
Yeah. Some nice baritones.
I like the Snakehead. The three per side telly sort of thing.
Telly style.
That the new T-Rock amp and I'm a fan of course, but that new vintage deluxe, it sounds really nice.
All of his stuff, it sounds amazing.
I know,
and I would so love to have it, but there's so much politics going on,
right?
Which we can't go into for me, but
they're
sadly, it's just so annoying, man, that people just can't get on.
Right.
Anyway.
Well, they're at least 2 years back ordered anyway for everything.
Yeah,
so
but still, that was a big one for me, man. The Vintage Deluxe, the 2 Rock.
Sounds great.
And again, same kind of thing. Even just playing it, I actually didn't play it, but there was several people playing it. Some phenomenal players.
That little kid, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
11-year-old.
God, I'm spacing on his name right now. Yeah, there's this young kid who's been playing for like 3 years. We were there at the same time
together.
yesterday.
And I was straight over going, what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. That's great to see. I love seeing stuff like that when you walk around and all of a sudden you catch somebody who's playing, and it's like, yes, there's something here.
Yep.
You know, not just mindless shredding or bluesy licks. Nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong. We're all in stages of playing guitar and all that stuff, but it's just, you go, wow, who's that playing there? I love that, and I love just meeting people.
Yeah, the people, the community part of NAMM is like
it's great.
The main reason
Absolutely.
to come here. Like,
it's brilliant.
The fact we all get to hang. It's like the one time a year that everyone in our industry, we can all get together and hang out and go out for dinner and have drinks and all that kind of stuff. That's the best part, and that's what I love about NAMM. The other stuff is cool, the gear is cool and everything, but like this is
what it's about, and I think this is what NAMM used to be about all the time, before, and then it becomes a little bit. Everybody has got a friend who works at a shop who can get your pass, and then all of a sudden there's just too many people and you can't. It's all overwhelming. And it should just be a hang.
Yeah, exactly.
And for dealers and brands to go and meet together, and for friends to hang out, and and you find the occasional talent.
Yeah, yeah, occasional
which is
talent.
None of us.
No. It's part of why I won't
Never
play.
Will be.
Yeah, I just won't play at most of these booths.
Really?
Yeah. Well,
you're gonna blow everybody away.
Don't do that. No, don't.
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying because everybody's going, oh, you need to play. You're amazing. It's like, oh yeah, put it all on my shoulders, and then I'm just going to sit there and mess it all up,
Yeah.
Because yeah, exactly.
Well, it's interesting too because you can tell some people come and like about the shredding stuff. It's like some people they feel like this is their shot.
Yeah.
They're going to come to the NAMM floor and like they're going to get discovered.
I'm going to get noticed.
So they go to every booth and just like lay it on as hard as possible. And it's like, man. It's not the place.
No.
Yeah, but it's good. It's fun. It's still fun, I love speaking to people.
So tell us about your new guitar.
Oh, my new guitar.
Yeah.
Are we going to talk about that?
Yeah, I mean,
okay, we can
we got like 2 minutes. So
we got 2 minutes
to fill the space. Yeah, go ahead.
No, it's just been I know Lee and I've done a YouTube channel for 7 years now.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So, and I just started when he went, do you want to have a steady job with a steady income? And there was 40,000 subscribers, and I just went in hard on it. And, here we are. And, Lee and Rob worked together in a long time, and they've been, I've been around them and the brand Chapman for so long.
Sure.
And it's been, I've never really wanted to have a signature guitar, because why do I need one?
Mm-hmm.
Why does anybody need any signature stuff? Why do I need a signature pedal? Why have we got signature amps? Why do we do it? But we do it because that's another way of making money.
Right.
So, it is what it is. And it's also interesting to build something and be a part of that. That's what I thought was really interesting. And they were like, you can do whatever you like. You can make a new shape. You can do anything you want, and we won't say no to any of it.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So nobody else would do that.
Yeah.
That's... Right. And because they're friends at the same time, and you get that freedom to do whatever you want, not just, would you like a purple Telecaster, and we put your name on it, because that's what it would have been.
Right.
Other places.
Right.
And that was what, was talked, it was there, but it was like, but what's the fun in that?
Right.
I still love the Telecaster shape, because I love how it is, but then I put some extra little dips in it there, and a little armrest in it there. I've got my Telecaster shaped neck, which was 3D scanned, so I know exactly what that's like. So that's my favorite thing. It was not like you have to have this shaped neck, and just things that I wanted out of it. And then it turned out really, really well.
Yeah.
And for me, it's the pick guard. My daughter designed the pick guard.
That's awesome.
She drew that, and which means a lot. Yeah. And whether it sells or not is, let's see.
Yeah.
I haven't put my name on it. So it's just going to be the DPT, because I think if I put my signature on it, there's people going, who's this guy?
Yeah.
There's no point. I'd rather have, that's a cool guitar, I'm going to buy that. Looks cool, it plays nicely. I'm going to buy one. I don't know who this guy is.
Yeah.
Great. Like
That's
I do with
awesome,
the
man.
pedal, it's the same thing. It's like, and I've developed it for me because I like it. That's basically what it is.
Right. Well, that's what a signature
And that's
should
what a
be.
signature product is. I don't really play many other signature products.
No.
Yeah.
And also, it has to be something that I think you're going to want to use as a signature artist. Like John Mayer, that's why, yes, because he plays the Silver Sky, that's why it's successful. But he plays it all the time.
Yeah.
He's out there with it. He plays it, which means that, okay, he's not just made a signature guitar to make some money.
Right.
Which you see people sometimes do, make a pedal and then...
Sure.
Why is it not on your board?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I mean, so take us through some of the differences, like the decisions you made coming from just a standard purple telly to the DPT. Like what some of the little nuances and changes you wanted to make.
It's just, it was little carves in the body and it was little, there's not really much else going on about it. I just wanted people to be able to, because people go, can I buy the purple telly?
Right.
And the only way you can...
You guys have kind of done that.
We've done that. We've done the purple telly, but when we did the purple telly, it turned out that the custom shop ones is not exactly the same because the purple telly was built for Frankfurt Messe in 2014. And it seems that nobody really knows exactly what the specs were. So it seems like, let's put something together really quickly. And so the pickups were different, so that's why we made the set with Monty's.
Right.
They weren't what they say they were, the set they were. The neck was different. Mm-hmm. So you can't really buy that combination of those things. So I thought it would be cool if people can get a hold of a guitar that actually felt... When I'm not looking down, it feels exactly like playing the purple telly.
Right.
That's what I tried to get out of it. But I wanted a little bit of an armrest, and I'm getting a little bit, so want a little bit of that, taking some bits out. And then I wanted rosewood, so a rosewood board.
Yep.
Trying to see what that was like. And it's not much you can do with a T-style guitar, is there?
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly.
Kind of thing,
But you can make your little things and decide what you kind of want into it. And, it's more aesthetics, I think, that I would like, what I would like to see changed on it.
Yeah.
Because I love a Telecaster, but, you sit down, it's quite sharp in the corners and...
Sure.
Few bits and pieces, and necks are slim. Yeah, we saw so many purple Squire bullets, 650 of them in like 4 seconds.
Yeah, it was remarkable.
Yeah, it went completely nuts. No idea why.
And you had to sign all those pick guards, didn't you?
I signed 400 pick guards.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then only to figure out that they had 3 layers of cellophane on them, and then, oh my God, we have to do is peel all the cellophane off them first, and then he signed it in my arm, all in the end,
God.
Completely.
Well, I played it, and I thought it felt great. The Monty's pickups sound great.
Yeah.
And it's cool. I think you've landed on a nice aesthetic that it feels familiar, but it's not too weird.
Yeah.
That you go,
yeah. And also, I think being a company like Chapman, is very sharp and pointy, and headstock turned the other way around, it's got an audience of young metal players, That's what it's been all about. And I've always said to the guys, why don't you swap the headstock the other way around and make a more traditional guitar? And they've always gone, no. And that's fine. But then when they asked me if I want to do something, I was like, that's what I want.
Yeah, and then they said you can do whatever you want.
Exactly. So hopefully it'll take the company in a different way,
Yeah.
And take Rob is still the face, but try not to just make it that and to put all the shit behind what's going on and what's happened or whatever.
Right.
And play the guitar. Do you like it? Yes. Then there you go. You can get one for under $1,000, hopefully, and you can get a custom shop one made in the UK.
Wow.
For $2,500 or whatever it's going to be.
So yours is the UK one.
Yeah, the prototype currently. Yeah.
And when is there a time frame on the import one?
Hopefully the end of the year. Yeah. Hopefully the end of the year. So I'm getting a prototype now, and I'm really I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. And then do another one because I want it to be right, like I did with the pedal.
Yeah.
Because I know if I'm gonna like it, I'm gonna use it, and if I use it, people will. It's genuine. It's genuine that people can see that.
Yeah.
That it's not just because I fancy having some money. I could care about the money.
Yeah.
It's not about the money. It's about inclusive, getting people out, playing guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Maybe they're fans, maybe they're not. Who cares?
Well, I think that you guys have done an incredible job of maintaining your integrity throughout your online career, showcasing products where you're done. I mean, you guys can admit when something doesn't work for you.
Yeah,
and I think that's important.
And I think we talk about this, not a lot, but we talk about it, that we don't charge any money for our videos. So we can choose and pick what we want to do and what's important. Of course, it is a shop, so we have to demo stuff that people want to see, and that's, you know, relevant stuff that comes out, blah, blah, blah. But we can also be honest with it, and I think some, you know, when a YouTuber goes on YouTube and makes a video on a pedal, and because he or him or them or whatever is paid money to do the video, they are obliged to say something nice. They're obliged to make it sound good, but you can always tell in the face and the eyes that actually this is not great. And what then happens is that if we do a video and we do it exactly like we do it, and because we don't get charged anything, we don't charge money for it, everybody goes, why don't you sound as good as this person or that person, that person? Well, that might be because there's something else going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what you get from us is just how it's this when you plug it straight in, you know?
Yeah. And you guys have maintained consistency of sound, and so it's like people know what to expect. It's not like you're EQing things differently or changing stuff to improve.
Or reamping things or using this and that or this thing. It's just, this is what you get. This is how normal people are going to shop do this, and then that's how we do it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. The YouTube, the integrity thing is important because, you know, for me, I will often just say sorry.
Say no, thank you.
Yeah, no thanks. Or I've sent stuff back recently. You know, have sent stuff back.
Yeah.
From companies that I've worked with in the past that make really great stuff that I really like, and it's like, okay, this thing doesn't, like, you know, you might need to go back to the drawing board on this or whatever. But you know, it's the integrity thing is important. And you know, I think for me and my approach and a lot of other people, you know, I'm not a shop, so the approach is different. But you know, if I'm going to get paid for a video, I'm not going to sit there and make a video talking about how great your product is and how amazing it is. Instead, it's like, why don't we try and figure out a way to teach people something using this thing so that everyone gets something out of the video, whether they're interested in buying the gear or not. You know?
Do you guys think, because you both, you know, do this from a very different approach, that a lot of people who watch your videos, because like you guys both have a very different reason to showcase gear, do you think a lot of people are apprehensive to believe that you guys are being genuine when you do like stuff? You know,
I mean, in our videos, you can definitely tell.
Yeah.
You'll be able to tell.
Yeah.
You can tell if the tone is like that, and you go, wow, that's really, I'm not going to hold back.
But do you think when you actually really do like stuff, do you think still there's a shred of doubt in some of your viewership that makes you think, that maybe they don't?
No, not if you consistently have been doing that all the way through.
Right.
I think, and if you've been honest and genuine all the way through it, like we have, because I think it's you know, we have fun, and luckily we are two people in the videos, so we can banter and sort of, you know, I'll let Lee talk, blah, 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 and I throw a comment in there, you know, innuendo, and then I play some licks, you know. And then that's how it kind of works, and people seem to just enjoy that. Not necessarily, you know, they don't necessarily watch for the product as much.
Right.
You know, we got people that play drums that watches our videos just because the thing is funny.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, and that's why, like, everything that when you have this platform and you want to connect with people, that's the most important part. You want to feel like you're part of you want to be their friend.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, that's exactly. And we realized really quickly not to charge money for it, because in the beginning we set it all up. Anderson's TV, we're gonna have a bass show. We're gonna have, you know, all about the bass. We're gonna have the drum show. We're gonna have all this stuff, and it was all like doing little TV shows. And we have presenters. You know, that was the idea. And then we sent out a price. You know, this is the price for this. This is what that costs. This is what it costs with Rob. This is what it costs with this. And then like 6 months later, it's like, this is just not working because we're getting product, and it's like, oh no, we don't want to do this. And they pay money and they expect to get something, and blah blah blah. It's like, let's just do what we want with this. Turn the stuff on, plug it in, and see what happens. You know. I think, and that quickly just, you know, and then we are who we are, and it's not. I don't go, oh, hey guys, welcome to my channel.
What's up,
YouTube?
Like, today we're talking about the new.
I mean, I feel that as well. It's like, I think there is probably some apprehensiveness because people think like, you know, oh, well, these YouTubers, they don't do anything without getting paid, and everything's a thing. But it's really not like that. And, you know,
so, you know, I think some people do to get paid for it, and that's fine, because it's if you want to get, you know, it's a job at the end of the day, and it's cheaper for the brands to pay 250 or 300 quid to a YouTuber, whether he has 4,000 or 15,000 or 50,000 views, subscribers. It's better to pay that and have something evergreen that's out there forever than it is to stick it in a magazine, an ad may I add. And then that'll cost 15 grand or whatever. And then it's just somebody that goes like that and sees, oh, there's a pedal, and then next, and then in the bin.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, when Fender blanket bombs YouTube with their new Acoustasonic, we've got free Acoustasonic, you know, and
I have to bleep this part.
But that. Yeah,
no, we don't.
No. But you know,
I've had that exact conversation with them about that.
Yeah.
Like you can't do that. We were actually just talking to another person or business on the floor about this. Of like, it doesn't work. I don't think it's well received, the public. Now, I'm sure your sales numbers are great and, you know, the general population, but on YouTube, it makes you look bad. And I think it reflects poorly on a lot of the creators that have done it in the past. And I understand why they do it, but I just don't think it's a good call. And, you know, for my channel, if you see something on my channel, it's because it's something that I would actually recommend to someone that I know in real life. Like I don't play stuff that I don't actually think is good or like. Like I said, I'll send stuff back. I'll tell it like, you've never seen an Acoustasonic on my page, and you just won't, because I don't think they're good. Yeah. And I love Fender and I love what they do, but I don't think that is a good...
It's not for you, you know, it's not for everybody.
Not my thing.
And everybody has to have an opinion about stuff, and that's fine.
Yeah.
And if you don't like that, you don't like it. And then people say, it's like, yeah, but you know.
That doesn't mean you hate Fender.
No,
exactly.
no,
exactly. Like you don't like non-reverse Firebirds, but you'll play a Les Paul.
Because I have good taste, and I understand what looks good, and you know, I don't have astigmatism, and I'm just kidding. I actually do have a gnarly astigmatism.
But anyway, that's where we differ, you and me, our challenge, because we, as being a shop, we have to do it.
Yeah, no, I understand.
This is part of the marketing. Fender, you know, they've got a thing, but the marketing team, they go, here's the new launch, and we have to do it. So even for us, it's like, oh my God, now everybody's doing it. There's no exclusivity in it.
Yeah.
So it becomes like, okay, the first Acoustasonic video we did just absolutely went nuts. I had like so many views when we came here to NAMM, and they were all like, well, I can't believe, you know, it's had 1 million views or something.
Yeah.
For us, that's amazing, you know.
Yeah.
Right. And it just went like this when they started doing the... And it's fine. It is what they cost them less money to blanket bum any company, pedals or guitars, than it does to do the audio. And they just go, I'm not paying you a thing, but here you go.
I just think more creators need to say no to that stuff. Because
Absolutely.
it doesn't, when you, and we always ask, you know, whenever there's a new release, and we've had a few of these conversations at NAMM, hey, there's something coming out, can we work together? It's like, okay, well, maybe. And for at least for me, one of my questions is, how many other people are doing this? Are there going to be 15 videos dropping on release day about this one thing? Because if there are, I'm not interested, and I'll just back out, because and we have actually had some issues with companies where they've not been so forthcoming about that, and I've put out videos over the last couple of years thinking I was one of only a handful of people that get them, and then
you don't know anyway. You don't know at the end.
You don't
it's
know.
The same with us, you know. We don't know, and you know, we have to do that stuff, you know.
Right.
And it's what it is, you know, when we have time doing.
Yeah, but I think most people they understand. They understand your position. They understand my position. They understand your position. Like this is what we do for our living. This is our job. Yeah. You know, and it's a great job.
Absolutely.
It's the best job I've ever had. But it's how I make my living. I have to make a living, and you know, this is part of it.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to do things you don't like for a living. Sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
But like this show, this is just awful.
This podcast. Oh, dude, trust me. I've wanted to quit this podcast ever since day one. Is like, this is a massive mistake.
Circling back to NAMM.
Circling back to NAMM.
So what do you guys think about what's going to be next for this? Because they've already announced that they're going to do a January show.
Yeah, the show. So that's official. That's happening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
God, we'll be back here in what, 9 months?
Yep.
Something like that.
Oh my God.
So
we might have a baby then.
Us?
Yeah, me and we can have it in that time. I mean, we're in a hotel room.
Listen.
All sorts of lights, cameras, hey,
you know,
it's
2023, man. I'm open-minded.
Night time on the.
That's right. I'm gonna push that button.
Push the night button, baby. Yeah.
No, I don't know, man.
But what do you guys think? Like,
Gibson is going to be back on Fender and PRS, hopefully.
So Gibson is coming.
Gibson was never coming to another NAMM.
No, I heard Fender was never coming to another NAMM.
Well, let's see. I mean, it'll be good to get them back, and because I think they're gonna. I've seen some people from Fender PRS sort of on the floor.
Yep.
And I think they can see that actually there's a good vibe going on. They don't have to come back with their $2 million stands and all the people and all that stuff.
And everything. Yeah.
Just come back with a nice little stand with some cool guitars hanging. You know, make 20 cool Les Pauls for the show, and then come and just say hi and hang out.
Look at how effective like the Ernie Ball booth was.
Exactly.
It's small.
Yeah.
But every wall is covered with something.
Yeah.
Right.
You can try some stuff.
Well,
that's great.
and the thing that didn't work about not having a booth is you would see like, okay, there were some companies like Strymon or Boutique Amps Distribution or whatever, where there was just a little like cubicle. There's a bunch of these little cubicles that had the name
Like an
of
office, yeah.
And so to me, I understand the thing is like, oh, well, we're going to meet and have a meeting. We have our own little quiet space. But the thing is, so much of the interaction and the deals and stuff that I make at NAMM are just wandering into the booth and, hey man, yeah, good to see you. What are you up to? Like making conversation. Whereas with that, it's like, oh, I have to make an appointment and then I have to be there at a certain time and we have to do it. And I think having a booth does actually lead to a better response from people, because I didn't speak to anyone at Strymon, which, you know, those are my guys. There's a handful of companies that just had these little cubicles that I just didn't see and talk to.
There's one little window.
Yeah.
So no one, you don't know if anyone's even in there. And I think the reason they do that is apart from the little side booths.
Yep.
That's the next to cheapest thing.
Yeah.
Is to get that.
Yeah.
And I feel like if unless you're meeting someone new, and even then, like, why not just send an email?
Yeah.
Like, why do you have to travel and set up this just to sit in a room when you could just get on the phone?
Because it's good fun.
Well, that's
to get
true.
out and see people, and obviously people sit in an office all day long, and maybe they talk to a lot of people on emails, and then you're just gonna go to see them in real life, and But yeah, I agree. Don't sit in a little cubicle. Just have some stuff up, man, and roam around and meet people organically.
I will say, like, in the absence of the big three, Fender, Gibson, PRS, I think it's a good opportunity, especially if Fender's not going to come back, for some of these sort of the mid-tier brands to like kind of step up and fill that void, so to speak. I think Ernie Ball did a good job of that.
Newell did a great job.
Newell did a great job. You know, so, but I think the only other, I think if Gibson and Fender do come back, I think it'll be because of Martin's presence. Like, Martin seems to be the only.
Oh, that was a great,
they had their factory,
and the same one as that's the same one as they had, the years before.
Yeah,
so.
Martin has showed up in full strength, and it was like packed. The Martin booth was packed the entire time.
Yeah,
and it's because there wasn't like anything else to see. So I think, I think it would be smart for Gibson and Fender to come back in some capacity. Maybe not spending, $400,000 or whatever it is on a.
It's even more than that.
Is it really?
Yeah.
And then for like level 3, like,
and then
big rooms.
And so I do some of the stuff with Andersons. We do the buying of the Fender stuff. In the past they would have all the custom sub guitars, and people can put their card in to bid for it.
Yep.
And now they've been doing it online.
Yeah.
So they don't really have to do it here. They can still do it online, but they can just have a presence.
Yeah, but that's part of the
really
thing.
nice to. I thought Fender had that little booth with the new little Bluetooth speaker, but it's not Fender, it's the people who are making it.
Right. Yeah,
I'm like, oh, okay, it's nobody from Fender. And then it's nobody from Fender there.
But that's the thing too, is like, that's part of the fun of the Fender booth, is getting to see like the master built custom shop instruments.
But that's cool. That's what I'm saying. Make 20 really cool pieces or something. Have
them on display, and then you go and you see all the stuff,
and it's all about this, having a good time talking to people. Hang out and connect, and that's what it is. That's what we like to do.
I thought that. Did you guys go into the Yamaha?
I didn't even make it upstairs.
No,
it was interesting because like a lot of the guitar stuff was behind glass. This like rep
Weird.
stars. Yeah, I mean there were some out to try.
Yeah,
but it was just kind of like, oh, okay.
But at least they're here.
At least they're here.
But
they made an effort.
But a lot of the pianos and the wind instruments and the drums,
the dirt bikes,
those
jet skis.
Yeah.
The refrigerator.
Yeah,
refrigerator. What do you guys think about Marshall being sold to this company Sound?
I think,
coming back to just taking it completely different.
From what I understand, I mean the Bluetooth side of the business was earning so much more money than the amp side.
You have got no idea.
It was inevitable that it would happen. I think it'll be fine as long as things can kind of continue to go. If we start seeing Marshall, like the new MG Bluetooth line, whatever kind of thing, then I'm gonna start to be
But they did that already, didn't they? Tried with the code and all that stuff.
Yeah,
and,
but then they came back with the Origin series, which is fantastic, and the studio.
Studio is much better.
You think the Origin's fantastic?
I don't think it's
for what it is,
It's okay.
it's better than like that old
Studio is
Trans
the series,
valve.
The Studio 20 stuff is that stuff is really great. Like
Yeah,
the little
really good.
20 watt
It needs to
plexi,
be.
little 20 watt
JCM 800
yeah.
and the 1959
Jubilee and all this stuff.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. So it's like
Yeah.
cool. That is great. That is really great progress and then still making your old stuff. But we'll see. I will say legacy amp brands that I was really stoked on was High Watt Park.
Yeah, I know.
Bringing back the WIM 412 cab. I walked by on the first day and I saw the DR 103 High Watt with a full stack with the WIM cabs, and that is So and then they purchased they acquired Park from Mitch Colby.
Yeah,
and
talked to them already.
Yep, and so I think that'll be really cool to
The Park stuff is essentially what everyone
Fantastic,
wants
dude. It's so
Marshall
good.
to be.
Yeah.
From a high end amp manufacturer.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
that voicing.
Yeah.
And they are building it in the UK again.
No, well, they moved everything to Toronto now. High Watt did.
And they're back to the UK as well, I think.
That's what I heard. No, I heard they moved everything to Toronto. Well, it doesn't.
We
Wherever they're
don't know
building it.
anything what we're talking about, actually. And in fact, we're just speculating the whole thing.
Having a good time.
Yeah, I will say the
I'm
build
not
quality
having a
on
good
those
time.
High Watts is nuts. If you pull a chassis out on one of those High Watts,
Yeah.
I mean, because that's how they
You're gonna kill
originally
yourself.
were. They were like a British Navy spec wiring.
Yeah.
And as far as I can tell, they're doing that now. So
they're building. So it's just as bad as it was, ladies and gentlemen. It used to be really shit. It's still shit.
Hell yeah.
Buy one.
Yeah,
How much are those going to be?
I don't know.
I don't know. I can find out for you.
Probably
I'm
not
sure
cheap.
they're going to be pretty.
I
Pretty good
don't
price
think
tag.
so. But
But-
$2,000 for an amp, that's all right, isn't it?
Well, I mean, if they're making them like the old ones, it's
Yeah.
such a labor intensive.
Well, they've been doing that for a few years now. It's not new. The new thing that I was excited about was the WIM cabs, the WIM 412s with
they're
the.
beautiful.
Oh God.
It's
yeah.
like it's live at Pompeii. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's every
I'm going to
early
build a
Gilmore.
shrine to David Gilmour with a
Phil
103
Phil
stack.
doesn't tell me it doesn't feel like a cock. What is that? And then,
It's from Anchorman.
yeah, and then when you said Pompeii, like it really just felt like but instead of Huck Magma, it was frothy ejaculate, or whatever he said. Sorry, can you say it on here?
Yeah, it's fine.
yeah.
Like I said, we don't have
We'll
an HR
find out.
department. So.
That was what Jason edits out.
Yeah,
This is what I got. This
Wait,
is what
actually,
I get
do
out
we
of,
have an HR department now? Does Premier Guitar have an HR?
I'm sure
Do we have to
they
report
do.
to their HR department?
I hope not.
I didn't sign anything. Did I sign something?
This interview?
Oh, I
will
did?
never
Oh,
come out. This
okay.
this podcast will never go out now. I'm talking about frothy ejaculate. It's because you said Pompeii, man. It comes straight in.
That's not where I would have gone with Pompeii, but
Really?
yeah. Well, look, far
I
be it from me.
love that. Those outtakes, man. It's the
Yeah.
funniest one when he goes blind.
Definitely.
Splashing myself to picture of Mrs. Butterworth.
Buttersworth.
Yeah.
God,
wow.
We're gonna
Back
get
to
some
NAMM.
emails now.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
thanks for sponsoring us, everybody. We'll
yeah. Thanks to the sponsors.
That's too late. You lost them all. Talking about.
So,
Well, now Anderson's has to take over. That's
See, the thing is with the Andersons is that I do work for Andersons, but I'm it's not my name on the
Yeah,
on the
you can do
door, so
whatever
I
the hell
can say
you want.
whatever I want, man.
yeah.
right.
What are they gonna do?
Fire me, yeah.
Fire Danish Pete.
No.
There'll be an uproar.
Exactly, and there'll
you're
be just
golden.
Danish Pete shop instead.
Yeah.
Is there anything
So-
else new coming for you? Like apart from the guitar?
For me?
Yeah.
Oh no,
You've been,
yes.
you've been doing more
there's-
stuff on your YouTube channel.
I've been trying to, man. It's just difficult when we film 4 videos a day, in at Anderson's, and then then I get the evening. I'm going, I'm going to do some YouTube stuff on my own YouTube channel. It's just, you know what it's like.
Yeah.
And we do videos consistently Monday, Tuesday, and sometimes Wednesday. And then it's just the last thing I want to do is
Right.
I'm trying to go back into it because I want to, but it's just so much of the same.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to, as we talked about, charging people money to do my videos. I want to do something that people want to, more engaging with people. And I'm trying to figure out what is that.
Just start a cooking channel.
Start a cooking channel.
You'll get
with
way
my
more
pizza
subscribers.
oven.
Yeah.
I've got my pizza oven, man. Have you got pizza ovens?
Oh, those little what is it?
I've
the
got an Uni.
Yeah.
I've got an Uni
okay.
16-inch pizza oven.
Is it good?
And I flipping love it, man. It's the best money I've ever spent. And it's like 3 or 4 pedals, good pedals, and you get a pizza oven. And it's so easy. It's so cheap to make pizzas.
You have to do it
90
outside?
seconds outside. You can get inside now as one as
Okay,
well.
okay.
But I just go outside there.
Is it gas or is
It's
it
gas. You can have
Okay.
both. minus gas. So it turns on and it gets hot and it's like 600 degrees or whatever. 90. Uni, sponsor us.
Sponsor us.
I'll try,
Hit
man.
us up. I'll make pizzas live on
See,
air.
I actually have made I've got the Instagram handle, I got the YouTube channel, That Pizza Show, and my idea was, I've got it all. It's all ready. I got the website and everything. My idea was to interview like you do here, but make pizzas. So I've got the dough. You bring all your stuff in.
That's
we have
brilliant.
a little glass of wine, and we're talking like we're talking here, like an interview, whatever, with musicians or whoever. And you're making a pizza, and then you talk about stuff, and then you eat your pizza. Oh, party! And then so
I love that
That
idea.
would be great.
I've got it all ready to go. I just need time.
Genuinely, I would watch the hell out of that show.
That pizza show.
We'll fly
It's
out.
a pizza show and that pedal show. It's a bit of a take, But I thought that pizza show and make it music, and And they were. I laid it out to Uni, and they was like, "Yeah, it's a good idea. Let's talk." And then I was just completely useless.
Yeah.
But that's a good idea, isn't it?
That's a great idea.
Dipped in pizza.
Dipped in pizza. No, we
Dipped in
needed it. We
sauce.
could do here. Well, the American version of that is we'll do dipped in brisket.
Yeah.
And we'll do barbecue.
Brisket on
And
your
it takes
face.
like 12 hours.
Yeah, it's going to be a long interview, Pete.
Yeah, it's
You're going to be
really
there
long.
for 13, 14 hours. We'll start at 4 a.m. Be ready
Dipped
to eat
in
by 7.
butter and sugar.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
That's the
sugary
American way.
drinks. You're good at that over here.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, anyway.
Yeah.
well,
Would you like to come on that
I'm
pizza
so
show?
hungry.
I would
Come
on that
absolutely.
pizza show.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good
absolutely.
idea, isn't it?
It's a great idea.
And we could do it outside. I would have it outside and good weather.
Yeah,
whatever,
with your
and-
weather year round.
Absolutely.
Great.
And UK is
Yeah,
just
the
going to
UK,
be beautiful.
perfect idea. UK
Windy,
February
rain.
outside making pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Dead.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's brilliant.
Well, thanks for coming on, man.
Oh man, thank you very
This
much.
is a good time.
It's a good time.
We were told we had to keep this short, but to hell with that. This is
Nothing is short with me.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
No, we might have to actually edit that one out. I don't know.
I'm talking.
It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Okay.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Bye bye.
That was a great interview, right?
Wasn't that special and fun?
Seriously, they'll let us know in the comments. Was it good or was it not?
Yeah.
Because we don't know. So yeah, was it great? We hope it was great. Thanks, Josh.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't Josh, then thanks to whoever. Maybe it was just us that was on the show. Thanks us.
Yeah.
And,
can you believe that one thing that they said about
yeah.
I'm shocked.
I really
that
didn't
they
think we
said
were going to
that.
spend that much time on the bad monkey situation. Talking about
no.
bad monkeys,
Okay.
Producer Jason is just shaking his head right now. All right. Yeah. So anyways, thanks to Josh for joining us today. If you're not following JHS on YouTube, I mean, if you're watching us, you're probably following them, but link to their stuff down below. And as always, thanks to our patrons for supporting us. Like I said, you can find out more about what's in the Patreon, different tiers and access levels. Everything is linked down below. And once again, thank you to StuMac for sponsoring today's episode. StuMac.com/dippedintone. And yeah.
Yeah. When you go to that link at StuMac, you can get 10% off your order. So be sure to visit through there because that's how you get the discount.
Yep.
So
exactly.
Yeah.
All
Thanks,
right.
StuMac. That's StuMac.
Shills. Let's shill.
So mine is really easy, and hopefully, like I said, we were using this.
Yeah.
But I bought a rig for my iPhone for making videos. So it's a cage that my phone can slide into, and you can screw handles and stuff onto it, and you can walk around and shoot video. Because I've been trying to do this on the Mythos channel, and I just want to say something. I think you must have incredible forearm strength, because when you vlog, it's very steady. And I have everything turned on my camera, but I'm a shake like a son of a bitch because when I'm filming myself, I don't know.
I mean, I just have gotten used to it, I guess. But I do use stabilized lenses and the stabilization of the body.
Sure.
And if that's a big part of it.
That has to help. But this is much lighter regardless, and it's easier for me to use.
And it's still completely practical to use as a phone in your everyday life. You can just answer phone calls that way.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah, you can use it while you drive. Fits in your pocket.
Got a handle. I mean,
you got a handle.
This is way better than like a pop socket.
Let me tell you something about your buddy Steve Jobs, right? Where he screwed up was not putting a handle on the iPhone.
Yeah.
And so,
but
is
it
that
has
small
shoes.
rig?
It's a small rig.
Yeah.
It has shoes for sliding in lights and everything, and it's I guess aluminum.
Yeah.
But it's great, and I'm really excited about using this because I want to make more YouTube content.
I will say I'm a big small rig fan. I've got small rig stuff on all my, so I shoot Sony A7. This is a A7S III for all you nerds out there with the 24 to 70 G Master. But I've been putting all the small rig cages on my Sony cameras since I've gotten them. Dude, I genuinely like the small rig stuff, like all their handles and their mounts and everything. It's super, super nice. And it's not that expensive either for what it is.
You know what my favorite thing is it has an Allen key.
Yeah. So
that's magnetic to the bottom of the hand.
Dude,
that's so smart.
That's big brain stuff right there.
I love it.
Nice. Okay. My shill, I have to unplug because we were just filming with it. I bought this when I was in the Netherlands and had to go to Chase Bliss's European headquarters to get my mood replaced, which they kindly handled for me. Thank you, Chase Bliss. But they also had these, and I bought one, the Generation Loss Mark II. And this is something that I got the email because I'm signed up for their newsletter, like completely unironically. I am a part of the Chase Bliss newsletter. So I got the email when this came out and did the thing where I was like, oh, hell yeah, I'm going to pre-order that. And then forgot. ADD happened and just completely forgot. And I missed out on, I think, the first run of them. So I asked, I believe his name was Tyler, the European headquarters, and they had one there. And so I bought it. This is so badass. It is a basically lo-fi sound generator in a box. It emulates all different types of tape machines and tape recorders, everything from like reel-to-reels to Porta-Studios to different VHS players and cassettes. There's like a toy tape machine. There's all kinds of stuff. And it's got, being a JHS pedal, a bunch of dip switches and functions and all kinds of stuff. But dude, it's awesome. I really, really love it. I know you love the like modulation and saturation and pitch mod thing is something you love so much, but it's
yeah, I love making everything sound real weird. No, I appreciate. Okay, I can't. I appreciate what these things do, but the way I approach guitar and making music is way too rudimentary to make full use of something like that. Because I don't know. I anytime I've tried to use those things, I can never get the same thing like twice.
Yeah, it's the whole idea.
So I know, and that really frustrates me because I like repeatability. Does have
presets, to be fair. Like you can find a sound and save it. But I don't use it for that. I just kind of like dial up a sound that's really cool and record through it. And then the other thing I like about it is it's stereo in and out. So what I've been using it for over the last few days is just sending like bussing through it. So drums, for example, or sending a whole mix through this to get a really vibey. If you want like it's cool for like, okay, this song needs a vibey, weird, sort of screwed up sounding intro, for example. You just send your whole mix through something like this, make it sound like it was recorded to a broken, shitty VHS tape that you found at Goodwill, and instant vibe. There you go. So,
cool.
Yeah, man.
Great. Chase Bliss Generation Loss
Mark II. Yeah.
Neat.
All right. Well, that's going to do it.
Neat.
Thanks everyone for hanging out. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Rate us on iTunes and wherever you are listening to this podcast. And we'll catch y'all on the next one.
Bye.